I was going to work on that painting today to finish it, and I still might. But while I was cleaning my palette, can you see it? You can't really see it, can you? Let me. Oh, yep. That big giant crack. There's paint shavings going everywhere. It cracked. I wasn't even anywhere near that part. I wasn't even pressing down that hard. When I tell you, that was almost my last straw. Yeah. This week's been rough, and this almost sent me over the edge. But I will figure out something else. I don't know. Plastic bag. But I cannot use this. The paint will get trapped in there, and also I might cut my finger, get glass everywhere. I have a big fear of glass shards getting everywhere. Now I don't want this next to me right now. But that painting will get done sooner rather than later, hopefully. Maybe for the rest of the night, I'll work on cutting out paper. I don't know. This week has been bad. Just bad. And not for any particular reason. It's just, I feel like I'm going insane. So, yeah. I'll update you what I'm doing maybe. Probably be cutting out paper. Or I'll update you if I find another palette. I always forget that I can just like talk whatever I want to talk about because like this is my channel. I can talk whatever I want to talk about. Anyways, today was such like a better day than yesterday. I don't know what was going on yesterday. I think it was that I didn't have anything to do. I still do not enjoy an office job. I do not like looking at a screen all day for 6 hours. But today I did have like a task that took most of the time. That was so much fun. I mean, the task wasn't fun, but like I was able to listen to music, and then I was watching a lot of vlogs and video essays during that time. And a lot of the stuff that I've been like watching has all been about like fashion, whether it be like straight up runway fashion, fashion houses, or like fashion in movies. It's like all I've been watching. And yes, I've always had like an interest in like, I don't know, sewing and all that, fiber arts and whatnot, because like I got my first sewing machine, my only sewing machine, at 10. I think I was around 10. I don't know. Mom, correct me if it wasn't 10. And I barely used it because I was a 10-year-old. It's still sitting in my closet at home, I think. And I need to get it out and fix it up. Because, like, is it meant for clothes or anything? No. I think it's just, like, one of those, like, a standard sewing machine to just fix things up. But I want to learn how to actually make clothes. Like, not cheap clothes. And I think it's just, I don't know. There's so much within fiber arts and sewing and fashion that it's crazy. I love it. Maybe that's the path. Like, I love painting and I love drawing. But I don't know. Sometimes when I'm painting, it feels like I'm just painting to paint. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna quit saying I don't know because I do know. I just feel like I'm painting to paint off of a reference. Does this mean anything? No. I've never painted anything that like means something to me. And I think that's just why. You know, I'm creating something, and sure, it's something that's created that didn't exist before, but I'm not in love with it, you know? So I was just talking about that. And then I don't know about y'all. Y'all need to get into journaling. Okay? Because I've on and off journaled for a couple years, but like, I don't know. I've been really into it this recently, like 4 pages a day. And I'm excited to finish this journal. Let me grab it. I'm very early in this one, and it's been super inconsistent until recently. So you can kind of see I've got some paper clips in there with drawings. Like, that's all I've written. You know, I have all this to go, but I think it's gonna go pretty quickly. This was just a cheap one because have y'all looked at the prices of journals lately? I do want a nice one though. Like, maybe that'll be, I don't know. Birthday gift might be a little crazy because I know this will only be about halfway through by the time it's my birthday, because my birthday's in like 20 days. Unless I like really get into this, I don't know. I've never been a strong academic writer, I don't think. But in here, I feel like it might also sound ridiculous, but I feel smart when I'm writing this, because when you're able to just like write about your thoughts and like put them on paper, you can understand them more. And also, I've had so much time by myself that this has been so fun. Like today, earlier, I was writing about how I just want to be who I want to be in the future, you know? And I think this year I'll really be working on that change of what I want to see, because I want to be louder. Like, and if you know me in person, I'm loud. I'm not the loudest I could be, but not loud in an annoying sense, but loud in like I'm here. You know, I'm not going away type loudness, a boldness, if you will. So that's what I want to do. I'm too quiet. Like in everyday life, I'm too quiet. I don't know. I think I just think too much about my interactions with other people. I don't care what like they think of me or how they perceive me. I think about what I say to other people. Sometimes. Sometimes. But I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to be louder. And I also want to work on my handwriting. That was a big thing. And my handwriting is fine in person, but in here it's so bad. And I was thinking, I was like, is it just because this is personal, nobody else has to read it? But if I can barely read it, what's the point of doing this? Because I can't go back and like reread my memories. So, but also, I would do it this weekend, but we're supposed to get like this crazy storm. If you're basically in the east half of the US, you know, Stormageddon again. Snowmageddon? I don't know. But I do eventually want to make it to the library, and even though I'm not a student, I'm still gonna go and use the resources because I can, and go look at some of their fashion books because they have quite a few. So hopefully they have ones I'm looking for. I just want to learn more about it. I might even learn about like garment construction and things like that. Because I don't know, fashion design would be cool. I think I could do it. But would my ideas be helpful or original, you know? And another thing I was thinking about, like with all this and like my passions, I really do love and want to work in inmate rehabilitation. That is like maybe not a career that I want to go into, but volunteer my time with inmate rehabilitation, because I think that's important. We're not going to get a better society if we just lock people away, away the key, and say, you made a mistake, but we're not going to help you move on in life. We're just going to throw you away, because that's all that happens. But one of my favorite movies, oh my gosh, Sing Sing. If you have not watched it, and I feel like I talk about this all the time, but please, I have only watched it once. I need to watch it again, but I don't know if I have. I think I bawl my eyes out if I watch it by myself. Oh my gosh, it's such a good movie. Anyways, it's about the rehabilitation through the arts program, and they have a visual arts, and I need to look this up because I might be completely wrong, but I think, I don't know, the idea of fashion design along with rehabilitation through the arts, like in the visual arts program, and being able to like put on a runway show, you know, the I don't know, it can be men, women, but I was thinking of working, like I would love to volunteer in a women's prison. I would love to do that. And like so many people, and I think guys, like so many people are steered away from creative practices because it's seen as like not useful anymore. You know, we don't need to be creative. We don't need to use art. don't get me started. I'm getting upset. Anyways, and that's why I think a lot of people might just they see everything else and they say, there's not a place for me, you know, and then they might get into bad stuff or just something happens in their life and they might end up, you know, in prison. And by being able to go into the prison and give them this pathway leads to rehabilitation and they become, you know, a rehabilitated. Like, sorry, I ran out of storage. Anyways, what I was talking about was I think by having like inmates use their creativity for fashion, it can help create like fashion design. I don't know. The whole construction of clothes, maybe if they want to, but the idea of having inmates make clothing for just someone else, that doesn't sit right with me. I mean, it wouldn't be a commercial item, it would be for a runway show. So maybe if that's their art and not just the design but the actual making of the garments for the actual runway show. What else was I talking about? I was talking about like going back to me wanting to be louder, you know, more sure of myself. I think growing up, I didn't want to be loud or anyone to see me because I'm in a bigger body, you know, and you can already see me very clearly. But I'm like, why do I care what other people like? I'm not one to care what other people think ever, but there's always that voice in the back of my head. And there's no use for it. It's so stupid. Like, everybody has their own stuff going on. Nobody cares what I'm doing. Nobody cares what's going on in my life. They just see me and they're like, okay, another human being doing what they want. Oh, great. Anyways, yesterday I did finish a book. I don't think I was talking about that I was even reading this. But Martyr. I did finish it. It took me, didn't take me actually that long to finish it once I picked it back up. But I got this like last year and I just never finished it. Barely got any way through it. But I finished it yesterday. Oh my god, it was so good. There was a twist that like, I knew there was a connection between these people somehow. But oh my gosh. Guys, like I can't go into detail about this book without spoiling it, I think. It's just so good. I do recommend this. It was sweet, but also sad. It was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. Guys, there's no words. So then another book, I'm going to start this one today. I don't know what I'm doing today. Washing clothes. I need to do laundry. Oh, guys, I hate laundry. Anyways, the book I'm going to start reading next is Harlem Shuffle, which I bought this last year, and the same thing happened. I read it a little bit, but I just never finished it, and I need to quit doing that. So this is my next read. I'm excited. There is a second book, I believe. But yes, by Colson Whitehead. I'm excited to get into this. I think it's about a heist. I think it's about a little group that are planning a heist and what happens then. I love heist books. One of my favorite books from a few years ago was Six of Crows, which obviously that's a heist book, a young adult heist book. So good. Oh, guys, if you ever read Six of Crows and you like young adult fantasy, which I'm not a big fantasy person, but I think with Six of Crows, the fantasy isn't such a big part of it. So that's why I liked it. Like, there was some magic, but I still enjoyed it, you know? And I love Crooked Kingdom, also the second book. Oh, guys. Anyways, I'm excited to get into this. My second read of the year. I literally only read like 3 books last year, guys. Big Swiss was one of them, which that one was okay. I was a little disappointed by it, but. And then I have some other ones. I brought 3 other ones that I'll hopefully get through by the end of this month. And then the end of this, who do I think I am? It is the 22nd. I'm not, I meant next month. By the end of next month, hopefully get through them. Oh my gosh, guys. I might read fast, which just found that out yesterday. Apparently I read fast. At least read 5 books this year. I want to read more than 5. Hopefully at least 1 a month, or something that would equal 1 a month. So 12. Duh. Before I run out of storage again, and I know I'm going to shoot myself because I have to edit this, I am going to quit talking. You're not going to miss anything. I'm not painting today. I think, oh guys, I really have to finish this painting. With me literally shattering my palette yesterday, I'm just still a little annoyed. I was going to go to the store and pick up a palette or just a plastic plate, but I'm like, I probably have something here that I can use as a palette, so I shouldn't just go out and buy something else because I don't need to. And I'm on a budget. Okay, I am on a strict budget. I don't get paid until February 6th. It's the 22nd right now, which that might not sound like a long time. Actually, yes, it does. I'm so sorry. This is my pay money to live. So, but that should be a good amount. But also I'm putting most of it in savings for rent, because I should be getting at least 3 paychecks while I'm there. I'm only there for like another month. So I should 3. And I have 2 months of rent that are not covered from my savings. Plus insurance, apartment insurance, food, electric, internet. And let me tell you, wintertime, so the heat's on, right? If you actually want to live and have heat, it's going to be double the price of what you previously paid. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I appreciate that I have a place to live. I am glad that I am warm and that I have food. I gotta go before I start flipping tables. Goodbye. We are going to the store soon. We'll see if there's actually food there, because big snowstorm. People freak out. Don't know why we live in Ohio. We always get snow, but it's either 0 to like 20 something inches. So that's Jessica. You can see her. She's getting gas back there. So the trip to the store was unsuccessful. Very unsuccessful. The parking lot was packed. Like literally not a single spot unless someone was pulling out. And we always miss that. So we were driving around for like 10-15 minutes and said, screw it. So we came back, and I know I'm fine. You know, I have plenty of food to last me. I was mostly just going for next weekend, but I'll go to the store by myself if I have to. I offered my roommate food if she needs it too, because oh my gosh, that was literally so bad. But we survived because we didn't go in the store.